If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. Ghosts, demons, monsters, all levels of creepy stuff. From the forests of Japan to the woods of America, this is top 10 creatures in the woods. And if you want to hear some creepy stories of things on this list, check out Darkness Prevails, creepy stories for creepy people. Number 10. The Jersey Devil. The legend of the Jersey Devil goes back to 1735, where the mother of the Leeds family gave birth to her 13th child, which she cursed for being born and burdening her family even more. But when the child was born, it transformed into a strange demonic creature, with fleshy bat-like wings, long bony limbs, and a disfigured horse-like head with horns. The Jersey Devil has been spotted in the pine barrens of New Jersey ever since. Number 9. Ghosts. Ghosts have always been known to haunt houses, hotels, and churches, but there must have been countless deaths in the forest, notably in places like Aokigahara, known as the Suicide Forest, and one of the most common places to commit suicide in Japan. All those lost souls could cause feelings of dread around the campfire, shaking in the bushes and tents on windless nights, or even seeing shadowy figures in the darkness. Number 8. Werewolves. Werewolves have many origins all around the world, such as King Lycaon from Greek mythology, who tried to test Zeus's omnipotence by making a feast for him from the flesh of his own son. As punishment, Zeus turned Lycaon and his family into forms of wolves, which is where we get the word lycanthrope. For centuries, werewolves have been sighted in forests and woods all around the world. Number 7. The Missing Link. The Missing Link is probably the world's most famous cryptid, with sightings all around the world and all with different names, such as Bigfoot, the Yeti, Sasquatch, and the Skunk Ape. But all the descriptions tend to be quite similar, stating the creature is very tall with a sizable bulk, coated with fur, and with an elongated, slanted forehead, similar to a Neanderthal. With so many sightings, footprints, and hair samples, the chances of the missing link actually existing seem quite probable. Number 6. Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers originate from Native American legend, where a village shaman would don skins from animals such as wolves, coyote, or bears, and would shapeshift into that beast, or even into a beast-human hybrid. Many would use this power to protect their villages against other beasts, other tribes, and even the most bloodthirsty and dangerous creatures out there, the white man. But not all shaman would use this power for the right reasons. Others would shapeshift and attack unsuspecting campers in the middle of the night. Number 5. Goatmen. The goatman is a very strange creature, other than the obvious of looking like a half-man, half-goat. One of its famous traits is to mimic people's voices, in the attempt to lure its victims towards it. Other than the sightings of the creature over the years, the legend of the goatman goes back much further to the satyr, Pan from Greek mythology, and even to the devil of Judean Christian mythology. But if taken by the goatman, no one actually knows what happens, but if the mythology is anything to go by, it can't be anything good. Number 4. Fey creatures. Fey creatures, such as fairies and elves, look friendly and pleasant, but they really aren't. Fairies are known to be very mischievous and troublesome. Fey creatures aren't from this world, and are known to come from another dimension, sometimes known as the Feywild or Fey World, and tend to roam the forests because it looks similar to their homeland. It's said you can gain the favour of a fairy or pixie by giving it dairy products, like milk or cream. A Fey creature is said to have a hatred of iron, and can also be distracted by spilling something like salt or rice, and they'd have an uncontrollable urge to pick up every piece before they continue what they were doing. Number 3. The Rake. The story of the Rake is a famous creepypasta, where people have been seeing a strange pale creature in the woods that can only be described as the Rake. The original creepypasta says that the Rake is a terrifying monster that can slash people to death with its bony claws. So if you do find this thing in the forest, probably best you don't ask for an autograph. Number 2. Wendigo. It's been said that the Wendigos used to be normal people, but in times of famine and desperation, they had to resort to cannibalism. The descriptions of the Wendigo are quite vague, but the most common description says it's very tall and skinny, with long arms too big for its slender body to possess, with long bony fingers. Its head is deer-like and narrow, sometimes seen as an actual skull, with large overgrown antlers. The skin's been described from being pink and fleshy with bits of dirty fur to a sickly pale white. The wendigo's been known to mimic people's voices and lure victims in. Some have even been known to set traps for people. The one thing that all the stories agree on is the wendigo hungers for human flesh. Number 1. Human. No creature from legend or myth is as unpredictable or as dangerous as man. They come in many forms, be it cloaked shadow behind the tree, or disguised as a figure of authority to lower your guard. The intention of these creatures varies with each encounter. They can also travel in groups. A single is dangerous, but a group is worse. There could be many possible reasons why these beasts are on the hunt. Need a human for a sacrifice to a dark god? An unnoticed mental illness? Hunting for sport? Or even wild men in a fugue state? The inner demons of man have no limits. In the words of Stephen King, monsters are real, ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. Thanks to anyone who managed to make it to the end of this video. If you think there's something lurking in the forest that I might have missed, comment below. And if you're feeling generous, feel free to throw a like, a share and a subscribe.